witness of these three states and free of these three states. So that's another method, a very interesting method you find in Mandukya Upanishad. Another method, for example, is the Panchakosha Viveka. If you say, they say, if you examine yourself, you will find a body. This is called the Andamaya Kosha. Examine yourself further, deeper, you will find the life forces, breathing, feeling energetic, feeling hungry or thirsty, prana. It's called the Pranamaya Kosha. Go deeper, you will find thoughts, emotions, happiness, sadness, mind, Manomaya Kosha. Go deeper, you will find the buddhi, the intellect. I understand, I know, or I do not understand. That is buddhi. Go deeper, in deep sleep you find a sense of peace and blankness, Anandamaya Kosha. And the Upanishad shows you how the Atman, your real nature, is beyond these five koshas, Panchakosha Viveka. So there are various methods, all are methods of philosophical inquiry, which the qualified aspirant, if he undertakes under a qualified guru, the person is supposed to get an intuitive realization of himself or herself as the Satchidananda, as Brahman. Now the final point, what did Swami Vivekananda do with this philosophy? In this age, Swami Vivekananda reinterpreted the Upanishadic philosophy in new terms, using the very profound sayings of his master, Shiva Jnane Jiva Seva. Now we understand what it means. If Aham Brahmasmi is true, if Tattvamasi is true, that means the one we consider to be a human being, an ordinary person, is in reality Brahman. Swami Vivekananda says, I worship that God whom the ignorant call man. যাকে অজ্ঞ মানুষ অজ্ঞ পুরুষেরা মানুষ বলে সেই দেবতাকে আমি উপাসনা করি. In our ignorance we think we are individual beings, we are human beings, but the reality is that we are spirit, we are existence, consciousness, bliss. This is the idea of Shiva Jnane Jiva. And then how do you respond if you know that all of these beings are Shiva, are the divinity? Then you respond with worship, with Shiva. Shiva Jnane Jiva Seva. So the entire work, the philosophy of work in the Ramakrishna mission is based on this interpretation of Swami Vivekananda, interpretation of Vedanta. Swami Vivekananda says, he who runs away from life to meditate and die in a Himalayan cave, he has missed the way. He who plunges headlong into the luxuries and the vanities of the world, he too has missed the way. So very interesting. If you run away from life, go to the Himalayas, you have missed the way. If you embrace the pleasure-seeking life, the mundane life, that also is missing the way. Then what is the way? And Swami Vivekananda says, defy the world. Find God in this world itself, where you are existing, within yourself and outside yourself. Sri Ramakrishna says, Chok bando korle tini achen, chok khulle tini nahi. God exists only when you meditate. When you open your eyes, does God disappear? No. If everything is Brahman ultimately, ওই যে ঘরটা তার একটা দিক মাটি আর অন্য দিক মাটি তা তো নয়, সবটাই মাটি. In the same way, our experience within and our experience outside, if properly understood, is none other than God. So defying this word, Swami Vivekananda was not saying anything new. The Isha Upanishad says, Ishavasya vidam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bunjita ma grihakasya sviddhanam. Ishavasya vidam sarvam. Discover God in this manifested universe. In whatever you experience, you discover God. Yatkincha jagatyam jagat. Whatever is there in this changeful universe in our life, find God there. Tena tyaktena bunjita. This realization itself leads to a renunciation when you do not chase the limited goals of this life anymore. By this renunciation, protect this knowledge and live a life, Swami Vivekananda says, live a life of bliss, of blessedness, of usefulness. Ma vidakasya sviddhanam. Do not chase limited goals in this life. An infinite existence is our birthright, is our very existence. Therefore, all the activities of the Ramakrishna Mission, schools, colleges, hospitals, this very college where we are standing today, it's all founded on this philosophy. All the monks of the Ramakrishna Mission, all the devotees and volunteers who are engaged in this great enterprise, spiritual enterprise, they have this philosophy that God is present everywhere and equally present in the high and the low, in the learned and the ignorant, in the healthy and the sick, in the rich and the poor. And we respond to this insight into divinity by service, by worship, which is expressed in service. So this is the whole idea behind the philosophy of work in Ramakrishna Mission. The philosophy of service is based on Swami Vivekananda's modern interpretation of Vedanta philosophy, of the ancient Vedanta philosophy. There is no end to this. I can go on and on and on, but I think we have managed to encapsulate, to take a bird's eye view of the entire range of Vedantic philosophy and its implications for us in the modern age. I will end here. I wish all of you the very best in life, in personal life, in your professional life. May all of us find peace and joy and blessedness, that which is promised by the Upanishads, promised by the Vedanta, by the grace of God, by the grace of Thakur Mayan Swamiji. Thank you very much. Namaskar.